Intense is brought to you by iHeartRadio, presenting partner of tonight's ARC. It is live from Atlanta. The Smash at 3-2, the Rise at 2-3, both in the East, inside Intense Arena. And here are the standings in the East. It's the Freeze and the Sting at 4-2. Smash and the Rise trying to make their move as we forge towards championship weekend. The Inferno at 4-2, followed by the Outriders and the Fortune. And it is so great to have you with us for Intense. Tom Wormy, along with Irina Falcone-Hartman. And before we get into tonight's ARC, Irina, let's take a look at the unique rules for Intense that keeps it fast and furious and quick pace throughout the ARC.
Quick pace is definitely the word I'd use. You only have 14 seconds for the one serve. But my favorite rule has got to be the unlimited substitutions. If you are not playing well, there's someone else ready to take your spot. It's very fast paced, and I love the fact that you get everybody involved. You have singles, you've got doubles, and mixed to finish it off.
In our ARC tonight with the Smash and the Rise, the Smash has won 3 ARCs in a row. And this is incredible because they started the season kind of slow, honestly. They were 0-2, and then the Smash came on strong. You can see just over 150 points per ARC, not getting it done. But since then, the 3 wins in a row, including a win against the Rise in Week 4, the team that they'll play in the ARC tonight. And they beat the Freeze last week, 177-139. Elmar Ejipovic had 52 points in that ARC in the win, 3 in a row for the Smash. Unfortunately, he is unavailable tonight for personal reasons. Who has to step up for the Smash, Irina?
Well, it's got to be Ben Locke. He was the Smash's first-round pick. And so the weight of the team is going to be on him today because Elmer's been doing so great in the men's singles. And Ben Locke has not really had too much time to get involved, hasn't had too much time to really gain the confidence and the momentum that El Popo had in the last few weeks. And so it'll be interesting how they start off, given the fact that men's singles will start things off tonight.
And across the way for the Rise at 2-3, coming off a win against the Sting, Carson Tengillig had 62 points in that win in that ARC against the Sting.
She's been playing some of her best tennis, has such a clear understanding of how to manage her time. She's been serving exceptionally well and has become such a great leader on this team. Not only in the singles, but her and Kevin King have completely dominated in the mixed doubles court.
And you were talking about Tengillig and her serve, 92%. That's 5th in the league. It's the Smash and the Rise. This is Intense, and it's straight ahead.
Intense Arena
at the beautiful Assembly Studios.
It's time for you
to experience the greatness that is Intense.
But first things first.
Forget everything you know about regular tennis.
Because Intense is built different.
Faster pace.
Bigger energy.
With teams battling it out from start to finish.
You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
So let's break it down for you.
To start, every team has 8 pros.
4 men.
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an ARC, and you can think of it like one giant team showdown. Every ARC is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every ARC.
Each ARC has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
All stacked together in one running team score. So even if one bolt ends,
the pressure doesn't.
Every point carries over until the final buzzer.
Now for the serving rules. That's where things get wild.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone.
There's also a 14-second shot clock between points, and play is at the server's pace.
So turn your back, you might get burned.
No waiting around, no resetting the vibe, and yes, we do play less.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions, so if a player needs to catch their breath,
or if a coach wants to change up the strategy, there are substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Blast the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the ARC and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, you, the super loud fans. You will never get shushed.
First of all, that's rude.
That's rude. That's rude.
Second of all,
we want you to act like actual sports fans.
And we want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team, like Ridge.
The Outriders. Like the Altitude. Like the Smash. Like the Rips.
Fortune.
Freeze.
Inferno.
Sting.
Sting.
Like Team Rise.
Or if you want to cheer against your rivals,
We're here for it.
Bring it on.
So now you know the Intense rules.
But the only way to experience Intense is to see it in action. So let's get this arc started.
Intense is brought to you by iHeartRadio, presenting partner of tonight's arc. We are moments away from the second meeting this season between the Smash and the Rise. The Smash took it against the Rise. That was in week 4, 173 to 157. We take a look at tonight's starting lineups presented by Centerline Athletics, and we start, Irina, with the Smash.
Yeah, William Bushamuka has been playing some incredible tennis. He's got one of the biggest forehands and one of the biggest serves, but given the fact he's got a big serve, it can also create a lot of faults. And Delana Hewitt, another one, has such great smashing ability, but it's just really depending on the faults. She's been getting quite a few of those. And then when it comes to Rise, the two players that really stick out to me are Carson Tengillig and Kevin King. They've been doing some great things on the singles court. Kevin King's actually going to be starting off tonight in men's singles, but Carson has just been an MVP in all sense of the word.
And let's send it down to our court reporter, Jasmine McCoy, standing by with Carson Tengillig.
Thanks, guys. Carson, you're an MVP candidate. You're dominating at your game. And I might add, you look very comfortable out there. You know, what has been driving that success?
I think unbelievable energy and practices all the time we put in on the court, and just amazing teammates who have so much confidence, and a coach that believes in my game through and through. And I think it just makes it easy when it's this fun out here.
Now, this team finds them in their spot for redemption from week 4 when Smash took the win. You know, what's the most important adjustment this team needs to make for a different outcome?
I think energy for sure, and we've sat down again and watched a lot of film, and matchups will play a huge role, and kind of taking them out of their rhythm. You got some big servers, so I think that'll be key for tonight.
Perfect. Good luck. Thanks so much, guys. Back to you.
Jasmine, thank you. We are just moments away from the start of the arc, and we're going to send it to our umpire, Sebastian Nunez.
Our umpire for tonight's arc is Sebastian Nunez. Here to assist with our coin toss, please welcome Senior Advisor of Integrated Partnership for iHeartRadio, Mike Caruso.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intense. Tonight we're going to start with the men's singles. We have host team Rise, away team Smash. Smash, you get the call. Heads or tails? I'll go ahead.
Heads.
Heads or tails?
It is heads.
Heads. All right, Smash or serve.
You got it.
All right, good job. Thanks.
All right, good luck. Thanks, man.
So Benjamin Locke will get us started. 6'6" from Zimbabwe and the number 9 overall pick in the draft this season. The 33-year-old wearing number 6 against the veteran across the way, Kevin King. 216 points accounted for this season for the Rise. This is intense. Let's get it rolling with the men's singles in Bolt 1. .39 points on the season for Locke, who played in the ACC at Florida State, was an All-American. A lot of ACC flavor in the building tonight, for sure.
I'm a Yellow Jacket myself, so I'm going to kind of be leaning towards Kevin King a little bit tonight.
You know Kevin very well from your collegiate playing days.
That's right. We actually were the same year, started off as freshmen at Georgia Tech back in 2008. That is aging me quite a bit, but that's okay.
Experience is the word we're looking for.
That's right. A seasoned player. But
Kevin has a lot of that, certainly.
Yeah, he had an incredible college career, then went on to the pros as well. Did exceptionally well, especially in doubles.
Kevin was a 3-time All-American at Georgia Tech. He had 84 singles wins and 90 doubles wins in his time in Atlanta.
And now he's actually the assistant coach of the men's tennis team, which is just fantastic because he knows how to lead a team. He knows what it's like to be part of a team, and he just loves the energy. I was speaking to him a little bit before this arc, and he was just saying how much he loves this environment. There's nothing quite like intense tennis.
Kevin had 46 points in that win against the Sting a week ago, week 5 of the schedule. A 32-point win for the Rise. They had lost to the Sting to start the season, so they avenged that loss. That's into the net by Locke, and a point for King in the Rise.
This is going to be huge here for Kevin. He's obviously been playing a lot more than Ben Locke this season, and he knows how to manage really well. You can see just a little bit of tentative tennis from both players. A little bit tight off that forehand for Benjamin Locke. Obviously seen trying to attack Kevin King's backhand, but that's definitely such a strong side. He's technically very sound from that wing. Court's playing a little bit slow. That's what I've heard from quite a few players.
And that shot by Locke is just barely out.
That to me is an investment point. That was a really long rally. Kevin's been playing already pretty well. There's a fault there. You always jinx it every single time. But, so it'll be interesting to see just the amount of pressure that Ben Locke puts on himself, given the fact that Elmar is not on the team tonight.
That is also out. Locke, who played doubles extensively with his brother Courtney, hits it into the net, and King's got the point.
That's one of my favorite returns. Just go hard down the middle. Doesn't really allow for the opponent to have an angle to work off of.
Kevin King, 80% on the service so far this season. Trying to work Locke across that baseline. Just think about the potential confidence builder for Locke if he can hang with the veteran King in the men's singles and he wins that point.
That's where the Smash have been doing really well. They've been able to accumulate so many points in the men's singles. So having a good start here is huge, just for team morale and for the confidence going into the rest of the arc.
6-5 now, as Locke is back into the bolt. Error on the service from Locke. 7-5 rise and Kevin King. Part of that Atlanta team that won the championship last year in the first year of Intense. Kevin King. Keep an eye on that service clock as well. It's always in play. Wide.
Also have to think about the fact that there's a limited amount of time for each player out there, and so you also have to think, if you want someone playing well in both the men's singles starting off and also finishing off in the mixed doubles, you have to have great body management, breath management. It goes by quick. Those 14 seconds, you're already serving, and the next point's coming.
Locke took the lead. It lasted for a second. Service error. We're tied at 8 in bolt 1. But Locke has come back to get back into this bolt. King had the early lead.
Yeah, there's been a couple of faults already. That's been the struggle for Kevin. You can see Matthew Terry already warming up a little bit. He's got the racket in his hand, just ready to go if need be. Coach Marcos Andruska, there we go. Got our first substitution of the night. Matthew Terry coming in for Kevin.
It's number 27, Matthew Terry, against Locke for the smash.
Big backhand exchanges here. Great turnaround there from Terry. Oh, that's great get from Locke there. Terry trying to redirect down the line.
Benjamin Locke in the smash up 11-8, and Terry hits it into the net. And this bolt has completely turned around for the smash.
Locke doing a great job of starting off strong, being able to... I'm just not going to say anything while they're serving, but it's not always easy. He was down 1-5 and was able to change things up very quick. Fatigue already wearing off Kevin King, but Matthew Terry, this is important right here. When you are that quick substitution, you want to make sure that you do something well right off the bat. And so the pressure really is on Terry right now.
Point for Locke in the smash. Matthew Terry, the 27-year-old from Alpharetta, Georgia, a third-round pick of the Rise.
quite a few faults from both players, and it's something to consider as well. You also have to adjust your eyes to the lights above. It's not easy playing indoors. It's not something typical, especially if you're practicing outdoors all the time and having to come in here and adjust. We have another substitution, Alex Cooperstein coming in. Excuse me, Cooperstein.
So this is the third different men's singles player in bolt number 1 for the Rise. Cooperstein, who was a star in the most recent arc for the Rise, and that win against the Sting. Cooperstein had 36 points, and now a substitution for the Smash as well.
We got Miles Clark coming in. Hasn't played too much, but once again, the pressure is on to produce a lot of points in the men's singles.
Number 99, Miles Clark, from Rancho Cucamonga, California, and a 4th-round pick. That is long by Cooperstein.
He's a player that likes to stand way behind the baseline, requires a little bit of time, especially off that forehand side. It's not always easy as well to play against a left-handed player, having those substitutions, having to adapt from righty to lefty to adjust quite quickly.
We've seen 5 different men's singles players, 3 from the Rise, 2 from the Smash. Clark and Cooperstein in there now, going back and forth along that baseline. That's in the net. Point for Cooperstein and the Rise.
15 apiece here in the men's singles, just under 2 minutes, and so it's going to be quite down to the wire to see who gets this first bolt.
Cooperstein, despite the misplay on the serve, has to come in with confidence. Had only 50 points prior to the arc last week and racked up 36 in the win against the Sting.
Both players using quite a bit of height and net clearance. Just wide on that big lefty cross angle. Miles Clark was trying to get a little bit above Cooperstein's backhand.
Clark in there for the Smash. Locke has 14 points in this opening bolt of the 16 so far for the Smash. Coming to the net. Cooperstein gets there. That is long, and a point for the Smash.
Just under a minute left for this bolt. We have yet to see a 2-pointer, Tom. That is quite crazy given the fact it's men's singles.
Keep an eye on the umpire on those clean winners. If he signals 2 points, add that to the total. 17-16 Smash. And now it's 17 all. Closing seconds of the opening bolt.
That was a very, very tight forehand there from Miles Clark. Oh. Oh.
Long from Cooperstein. Doesn't matter if that ball hits the tape. If it is in, got to play it. Off the service. Final 7 seconds of the bolt. Cooperstein and Clark. That is long from Clark.
Wow.
That'll do it. So the Rise had the early lead. The Smash coming back, and we're all tied after bolt number 1. Men's singles continues on Intense.
At work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
Goes down the line, he feels it. Intense is team tennis that's faster, louder, and with real cash on the line.
Your partner can't make serve.
Watch the most relentless tennis league.
You know, shaky mustachio man.
On the planet, live.
Walking on approach to Ciolina's ready as well. +2.
This was incredible.
Intense. Tennis turned up.
Make sure to visit Intense.com to get your team gear. The Rise, the Smash. Coming up in tomorrow's arc, it's the Rips and the Ridge as they meet for the second time this season. And the Freeze who lead the East. And the Sting defeated by the Rise last week. So make sure you get your Intense gear as our season continues. Ben Locke, what a bolt. He had 14 points in that first bolt. For the season, he got 39 points in total, Irina.
Obviously has not been playing too well, and I think it has a lot to do with just the tentativeness. There's not a lot of confidence. It just looked as though he was quite a bit tight, especially off that forehand. It'll be interesting to see how he starts off this second bolt.
Back to King against Locke. This is how he started. Bolt number 1 in men's singles. This is how we start. Bolt number 2. The Smash and the Rise. Every point, every arc so critical as we move towards championship weekend at the end of the month and into August. Top 2 teams in both the East and the West will qualify for those intense semifinal arcs. Locke chases it down. King cuts it off.
That's the first 2-pointer there from Kevin King. First 2-point of the night here. That was an incredible pickup there. And just look how quickly he's able to get to the net. 6'5". That's a lot of reach, a lot of arm length.
So now 22-18 Rise. First 4 points of the bolt belonging to the veteran Kevin King. 80% of the serve this season. If he'd have missed that serve, I know I would have got a funny look from you, Irina.
This is going to be the interesting thing here for Kevin King, because in that first bolt, I did notice he was breathing hard a little bit already. He was talking to me before this arc tonight, and he was saying that he's really managing his body well. Last year, he had a bit of a knee issue. It's gotten a lot better, but you can see he hasn't played as much. You're the assistant coach at a men's tennis team. He still trains with the guys, but there's a very different feel of competitive tennis compared to just hitting every now and then. There's certain shots that he would have made back in the day. And also, he only has 12 minutes of singles play. Let's see what Coach Andruska does to see if he changes it up. Cooperstein has his hand on his racket, and Ben Locke is doing exceptionally well of just forcing the issue here for Kevin.
Now Marcos Andruska, the head coach for the Rise. Sophia Racci, the head coach for the Smash, has to like what she's seen so far from Locke with 17 points so far in the arc, and King to serve. King got to it, long.
That's an incredible get there from Ben Locke. Not easy to lob against Kevin King. He's got one of the best overheads in the league.
Kevin King from Peachtree City, Georgia. First round pick, number 5 overall after last year playing for the Atlanta Intense team, and now he'll sub out.
That was a first +2 there for Ben Locke.
So Cooperstein has come in for the Rise. Locke remains in for the Smash. Bolt number 2 of 7, men's singles. Down the line, Cooperstein got there. Locke working him across the baseline. The shot is wide.
That's one of my favorite shots in tennis, is that underhand chip forehand. It just can really get yourself out of a tough situation, especially when you're on defense. Put a little bit of extra heat off that shot, made it difficult for Ben Locke, but 25 apiece. What an arc so far.
And 21 of those points off the racket of Ben Locke. Let's see the confidence continue to grow. Velocity on that first serve. First and only serve. In fact, you only get one toss as well. That's long from the Smash and Locke. I mean, Irina, how even is the play between the men so far at 26-25 and the Bolt? Now tied.
It's been incredible because there's such a catch-22, and given the fact that when you hit a clean winner, you do get +2, because sometimes you try and maybe force the issue, and that actually causes the error. But there, Ben Locke was all over the net there to get another +2.
Again, those clean winners are worth 2 in Intense.
Yeah, he did such a great job there with the serve and volley. He hasn't done it much, and he does it again there. He's doing well. He's such an imposing figure, and sometimes you just have to approach the net, and that causes the error.
So Locke is approaching his time limit, though. Keep an eye on that. He's got 26 points now. Cooperstein with 11, Locke to serve. Done an amazing job for Elmar Ejipovic, who is not available for personal reasons. And so Locke has to leave.
Now we got William Bushamuka and our first timeout.
So there is a timeout on the court.
Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Again, that's what it's going to take. It's fine one way or another over there, right? All right. Hey, listen, on serving, take your time, make sure we're getting up here, have that further. We're just not quite getting out of that. You're almost rushing to the next ball. Take your time, finish your serve over there, right? Fine. Rest over there, right? You're playing great over there.
Yeah, just the legs a little like nervous. And then
yeah, okay, you'll get there. Of course, yeah. You'll get there a little bit. Just take your time, find your rhythm over here. You're good to go. You're golden here. You're good to go. You're golden. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
You're born for this.
Yeah.
Let's go, buddy. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, have some fun with it too. Let's go, Coop.
We are playing in bolt number 2, men's singles. That is Alex Cooperstein. 12 points so far in the arc. 30-27, the lead for the smash, thanks to 26 points from Benjamin Locke. And now William Bushamuka is in.
This is going to be the first time Bushamuka is out there. I remember watching him a couple of weeks ago, and he's got a huge serve, but that's what can also be a bit detrimental because he does have so much power. It's hard to harness it, especially with the one serve.
Bushamuka is the 30-year-old from Ithaca, New York. Played at the University of Kentucky in his college experience. Cooperstein worked it down the line and gets the point.
That was a fantastic get up there from Cooperstein. Not an easy shot to hit, given the fact that it was the highest part of the net, but he gave it so much height.
Bushamuka coming in for Locke. Played the maximum 12 minutes across the first 2 bolts.
Cooperstein is doing just such a great job of moving the ball around, not allowing Bushamuka to hit the same ball twice. Not easy to get rhythm against a player like that who's utilizing his angles, utilizing that forehand chip as well.
So that's a smash point.
The serve that when it does go in, it can be quite effective, but that's what has gotten a lot of faults for Bushamuka. Just too much power.
And you know this smash team could easily be 4-1 in the East. In week 2, they lost to the Sting, 159-158.
That was a heartbreaker.
Razor sharp decision between the smash and Sting. They've come back strong, though. They've won 3 in a row, working on a winning streak.
That's a huge +2 there for Bushamuka off that forehand. Rise actually thought that it was wide, but it was able to clip. How much height he's able to get off that forehand.
Bushamuka leans into that one, has to chase this one down and can't get there. It's a Cooperstein point for the Rise.
Actually, it looked as though he got almost into a car crash with Stanislava Bobrovnica, his fellow teammate. Great hustle, though.
Had to play one right in front of his own bench area. Got to pay attention and intense. The action is fast and non-stop. Cooperstein down the line.
That was huge from Cooperstein. Did a little bit of a scissor kick backhand there and then approached quickly down the line, causing the error. Love the pressure he's been able to mount to Bushamuka.
Cooperstein in the rise with a win against the Sting last week in that opening arc. This is week 6 action, and that too much on it from Cooperstein.
A little bit of a slice fest there from both players. I like the play, though. Cooperstein trying to force the issue, come to net, approach with the slice.
Point for the Rise after the service from Bushamuka. Cooperstein was a star in that arc against the Sting. 174 to 142, a win by 32 points after losing to the Sting earlier in the season. And Cooperstein hits it into the net.
Bushamuka. Oh, another timeout here.
48 seconds to go in the Bolt. Go across the way, check in with Sophia Arachi.
I'm going up next. Yeah, she's going to do great. I'm excited. She's caffeinated. Had a great time playing Rise last time.
More power. I'm already too quick.
Coach Sophia Arachi for the Smash. She is the current head coach at North Carolina Central in Durham, North Carolina, in the MEAC. She was born in Argentina. She might have been glued to the TV earlier today if she was not at the match here in Atlanta in the World Cup.
She would have been quite thrilled with the result. Argentina beating England 2-1 earlier today. Just down the street.
Yes, her focus now on the Rise and the Smash.
It's funny that you say her focus is now here, because I was actually surprised she wasn't saying anything to Bushamuka in that timeout. She's actually having a bit of fun with Delana Hewitt, but that also speaks volumes. Maybe they are feeling relaxed. Maybe they are feeling really good about their standing where they're at.
Sign of a great coach, and you know in your playing days, sometimes you just need to be left alone and keep your momentum going.
Less is more sometimes.
It's so tight still, 37-35. Smash with the lead. Cooperstein, fist pumping point. A 1-point bolt at the moment, and that is the end of the bolts. How tight through the first 2 bolts, Irina, 37-36. It is the Smash with the lead against the Rise. Bolt number 3 of Intense is next.
Welcome to Intense. This isn't traditional tennis. It's faster, louder, and built for non-stop action. You think you know tennis? Yeah, not like this. So how do you play exactly? Well, let me break down the rules for you. Teams are mixed with 8 pro players, 4 men and 4 women on each team. Real squad energy with a coach leading the way. Matches? Yeah, we call those arcs, and they're played in 7 10-minute non-stop bursts that we call bolts. Each arc, remember, it's what we call a match. It's made up of 2 men's singles bolts, 2 women's singles bolts, 1 men's doubles bolt, 1 women's doubles bolt. We always finish things off with 1 mixed doubles bolt. Now, we'll get into the scoring nitty-gritty in a minute. Just know the scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score when the last buzzer sounds wins the arc. So Intense is a full team showdown. Every player, every bolt, every point matters. Let's talk serving. It's 1 toss, 1 serve only. So if you miss that toss, you miss that serve, you lose the point. The server controls the pace during a 14-second server clock. The returner doesn't have to be ready. Turn your back, you suffer the consequences. We keep it moving, we keep it fast. For lets, we play them. No resets, it's all about rhythm, pressure, and energy. Now, for that scoring nitty-gritty, it's simple. 1 point per rally unless a player hits a clean winner. That counts for 2 points. So if you take the calculated risk of going for 2, you reap the reward if you hit it just right. I'm almost done. Just a little bit of housekeeping here. Substitutions. Oh yeah, they can happen at any time. Because with this much action, sometimes players need a breather. And each team, they get 5 timeouts per arc. Crucial when a team needs a momentum shift or they want to stop the one that their opponents are having. Let's not forget about you, the fans. Intense keeps things going with the fastest play you've ever seen. And the best part, you'll never be told to be quiet. It's a full-on loud and proud tennis experience from start to finish, so go ahead and get loud. Now it's official. You're all ready to experience the next big thing in sports. Welcome to Intense, tennis churned up. Enjoy the show.
At work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
Intense is brought to you by iHeartRadio, presenting partner of tonight's ARC inside Intense Arena. Here in Atlanta, Georgia, the Smash and the Rise. It is a 1-point difference for the Smash. And Ben Locke in for Elmar Ejupovic, out for personal reasons, and he's been big for the Smash Arena.
He really has, and especially the fact that he was playing against Kevin King, someone who obviously knows how to play in this environment, was serving well, getting a lot of free points off his serve, and then the moment he got a short ball, doing a great job of closing into the net, utilizing his volley, and just really imposing his presence.
Locke got his chance tonight, and he passed the early test with flying colors for the Smash, and he deserves some liquid refreshment on that sideline for his head coach, Sofia Racci. So while we have a moment, and just a second ago, our court reporter, Jasmine McCoy, interviewing Benjamin Locke.
36 points so far. Your career high on the season is just 39. I had to double check that. You're almost outscoring your season high. What has been clicking well for you?
Yeah, well, I picked up an injury in the beginning of the season, so it was really difficult. I couldn't play a couple matches. And then, you know, you're coming in for 2-3 minutes here and there, and it's so difficult to find rhythm. But I felt every single week I was getting better, and especially the last match we played, I had such a good week of training, and I didn't play good in the match. So I was like in the arc. So I said, well, it's coming sooner or later. And yeah, I played pretty well today. A couple of things I could have done better, but I was really happy.
And this team is on a 3-game win streak. You guys got this last arc in the final seconds. How do you carry that momentum for the ladies?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're down with our best performing player of the season, with Elmar not being here. He's had an incredible season. He's up for MVP. We're so happy to have him on the team, and obviously it's a huge loss he's not here today, but together, myself, Will, and Miles, we just said we're going to do our best and compete, and we ended up winning by 1 point and putting us ahead. So huge success, and yeah, we're really excited for the girls to take it from here.
Thanks, Ben. All right, guys, back to you.
Thank you, Jasmine. And Ben Locke hit it right on the head. He and his teammates came to play in those first 2 bolts, hanging tough with the Rise. And remember, Locke had limited action prior to stepping in to lead the way in the men's singles in bolt number 1, and he really set the tone for the Smash, Irina.
I think he really did, especially he talked about how effective Elmar Ejupovic has been for the season, and so all of a sudden the pressure is on him. The Smash team has done so well in men's singles, and so you have to set the tone, have to make sure that you give so much confidence to the rest of the team, because there are a lot of bolts to be played, a lot of tennis to be played, and so for the girls, knowing that it's just so close, it just puts so much more confidence on their racket.
We'll see what sort of influence the men's singles puts on the women's singles. Tan Gillig is out there against Hewitt for the Smash. And remember, Tangillig leads the league in points per arc.
And she just does so well. The moment she sees an opportunity to take advantage of that short ball, she does great in choosing her spot, but also giving herself a ton of margin.
Ripping an absolute blowtorch for the point, and her service is out and a point for the smash. Delana Hewitt from Cleveland, Ohio, first-round pick and a 25-year-old against Tangillig in the midst of that MVP race and Intense for 2026, and she'll be serving. Tangillig, by the way, approaching 300 total points for the season in Intense, and she's got another for the Rise.
I think that's such a smart play against a really tall player. You go slice to the bottom of their feet and takes a lot of pace off the shot, makes your opponent have to come up with a lot of power. Not an easy shot to hit up on.
So we've got a timeout. Delana Hewitt walking over to talk to Sophia Arachi, and the smash huddle is rocking.
You feel like you're rushing? You feel like you're rushing?
I feel like I'm not just hitting it.
You gotta move your feet. Sometimes you're like dragging your feet a little bit. Hey, just take it, breathe. Try not to find her forehand. She loves that fucking corner class. Here she goes. Try to find her backhand. Don't rush. Don't feel the need to do too much, right? Just play your game, build a point, control the aggression. That's all it is. Take a deep breath and keep pushing forward. We're fine. We have time, right?
Make the fucking return.
Make the return.
Wonderful words of encouragement from Coach Arachi.
I think it's such great insight to hear, to just keep it fundamentally sound, not really complicate things. Hey, just play your game, take your time, go to the backhand. Obviously, Carson's really loving to hit the forehand tonight. That's what's been getting her so many points throughout this season.
Hewitt is one of the stars of the win in week 4 for the smash against the Rise. She had 51 points in that arc, along with 52 points from Hedropovic. Not available tonight for the smash.
That was Delana Hewitt's first +2 in that previous forehand there. She made the return. That was just such a good call there from Coach Arachi to take that timeout, and that speaks volumes of the relationship that has been kindling throughout the season.
Take a deep breath, and it's worked quite well for Delana Hewitt. Second season in Intense. She's getting close to 250 points in total for the season.
Huge serve. Has also played a bit on the WTAs. Gotten as high as 160 in the world in doubles. She's got the game. It's just about being able to harness it all. The movement is something that she has worked on. It's something that she continues to work on, because you have to be able to move well. And you are that tall.
6'2" from Cleveland, Ohio. 64 points in that win against the Rise in week 4, just a couple of weeks ago, for the smash. And she's got another point.
Just feel as though she's really starting to feel from both wings, starting to find the rhythm.
Tied at 48 all. Tangillig to serve. 92% on serves. 5th in the league this year.
That was fantastic return. Didn't give Carson Tangillig much time and room to work with on the court. That's one of my favorite returns. Just penetrate down the middle. Gives you time to also regroup and reset back to the center.
Hewitt coming off a 51-point performance in the win last week against the Freeze for the smash. 177-139 in dominating fashion. She's got another point as she watches that one sail.
The moment that she gets inside the baseline and she does the takeaway on the forehand, you know you're in trouble.
Got a little behind that serve as well, and the return is long and maybe a A little frustration from Tangillig. And the Rise wants timeout. And head coach Marcos Andruska. See what he has to say to Tangillig.
They're just 2 spells. You started off really well. She missed a couple here. She got back into it over here. Now we get to play over here, right? I know you've been waiting for this matchup over here, so let's go over there from the start. I think you're a hint passer. Okay, you go into here. Why are we tripping from here? Take it to her from these positions over here when we get over there, right? And again, I like we've set up the thing by going wide and going here. Now play those back over there, right? You've set it up already, right? So go from the start. Let's go. But be assertive, huh? Go. Play to take it, right?
So this arc tonight between the Smash and the Rise, just the start of the action in week 6. Just a couple of weeks to go. End of the month, championship weekend. Here's what's on tap. Here's the schedule. Rips and Ridge, that's a rematch. They'll play Thursday. Friday, 2 arcs. Free, Sting, Fortune, Inferno, and then 2 more on Saturday, ending with the Outriders and the Ridge playing their 2nd arc of the week. So on Friday and Saturday, it's a double dip of Intense.
I love to hear what Coach Andruska said to Carson. He just kind of was very honest to her. He just said, hey, she regrouped just as well as you did. Now, I know you've been expecting this matchup, and let's just get after it, be more aggressive. I think both coaches have done such a great job of really keying in and noticing, okay, when I need to take a timeout. So many learning curves in this type of environment, in this type of tennis, the substitutions as well.
Tangillig now up to 16 points in the arc. Just 1 point separated the men in their singles in bolts 1 and 2. This is bolt 3, first to win in singles. That serve is out, the point for the Smash. Tied at 16 in the bolt. You can't get much closer than this, Irina.
You really can't. I think both players are finding their rhythm, but the momentum change just happens so quickly. It goes from one side of the net to the other.
Good timeouts by both coaches in this bolt.
Hewitt is just doing a really good job off that serve. You can see just how calm she is in between points. Doesn't utilize a lot of energy in between.
That's a point for the Rise and Tangillig. On the serve by Hewitt. Tangillig, who averages 57 points per arc. That's the best in Intense. She also averages almost 10 two-pointers per arc, and that's second best in Intense.
Definitely has the game to produce a lot of faults, but also has the game to attack. She does a really great job of realizing, of really taking advantage of the short ball. Sometimes you get caught up thinking, okay, I'm going to go for more winners given the fact that it's +2, but that can also creep in a lot of errors when you go for a little bit more. Once again, that deep return, and we've got first substitution here. Adriana Reami coming in.
It's Tangillig for the Rise.
And another substitution for the Rise here, Carly Briggs.
So Briggs against Reami.
And Briggs has quietly become one of the league's most efficient players. 23.5 points or more in 4 straight matches. Didn't do much in the first match, but she's just been very steady throughout the season.
Reami for the smash into the net on the serve. And back to Briggs. 24-year-old from Calhoun, Georgia. 94% on serves. And that is third best in Intense, and she's got a point off of her serve. Briggs was a big part of that win against the Sting last week for the Rise. A 32-point win. And their second win of the season. And now a 1-point arc in the final seconds of bowl 3. Briggs and Rayami substituting in late in the bolt. First women's singles, that's long for Briggs and the Rise, and that ends the bolt. 61-59, the lead for the Rise. High fives all around. More women's singles, and bowl 4 is in your future.
Time for you
to experience the greatness that is Intense. You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
Every team has 8 pros.
4 men.
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an arc. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every arc.
Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Now for the serving rules.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone.
There's also a 14-second shot clock between points.
And yes, we do play lets.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Blast the clean winner. That's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, the super loud fans.
They want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team.
So now you know the Intense rules.
So let's get this arc started.
Headed to bolt number 4 between the Smash and the Rise. 61-59 is the lead for the Rise. We take a look at our mic'd up moment presented by iHeartRadio with Sophia Rocci, the head coach of the Smash.
Here we go, Smash! 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 Smash!
Go Smash!
Smash! Yes, Benji! No, I don't like that. Let's go. Especially like the after your serve, you have to be explosive with your feet for the plus 1.
I'm so ready to hit the ball and it's not even tuning yet.
It's okay. Hey,
Like, Jesus Christ.
you're excited to hit the.
And Delana Hewitt responded to those comforting words from her head coach, Sophia Rocci, for the Smash. And we're ready for bolt number 4. A 2-point difference. Tangillig and Hewitt back at it.
Once again, these two starting things off in this second and last women's singles bolt.
And this head-to-head matchup here, Irina, is turning into quite the little rivalry. And it's getting bigger and bigger in Intense between Tangillig and Hewitt.
Not only are there points on the line, but there's also just that MVP race. There's money on the line, and they're getting to know each other so well. There's a lot of rivalry to make sure that you are winning for more than just yourself. You're winning for the team, and so lots riding here on this.
That's a point for Hewitt. She's got 23 points. Benjamin Locke leads the way for the Smash with 26 in his effort in the men's singles bolts. This is bolt number 2 of the women's singles and bolt number 4 overall of 7. See the back of Hewitt's uniform. It says Big D.
And that was just a big F. Huge forehand there from Delana Hewitt. Did a great job starting off with the serve.
Point continues, tied at 64. And Gillig puts some touch and finesse on that one. What a return from Big D.
That's about as hard as you can hit a shot. It's on the highest part of the net, and you're actually running forward. That was an incredible racket control there from Delana Hewitt.
Big determination, and she gets 2 on the service.
Big response there from the girl from Cleveland, Ohio, she's just been playing such great tennis. It seems as though since that timeout, she's just been so locked in on what the goal is and how she should be playing.
Coach Rachi told him to just slow down the process a little bit, and it's been quite effective. 69-64 for the smash. And Delana Hewitt.
Once again, just doing such a great job. She let that ball get right to where she needed in her strike zone. She saw where Tangillig was on the court, took her time, chose her spot, but look how much margin she gave herself on that forehand.
Hewitt continues to serve.
Great defense there from Tangillig. It almost feels as though she is just riding the wave right now. Lots of firepower and just a barrage of winners coming from Delana Hewitt.
Tangillig with a couple of points now. She's got 25. Hewitt with 33. Hewitt, who leads the league in 2-pointers per arc, almost 10 per arc, hits that one into the net.
Carson Tangillig, this will probably be her last point, given the fact that she can only play for 12 minutes in the singles.
And both players approaching that 12-minute maximum.
Oh no! Delana Hewitt actually thought that that was wide. And Tangillig got a +2 to finish her slot off. Rayami and Carly Briggs coming in. Look here, Carson Tangillig just hit the return cross court. Delana Hewitt thought it was going to go wide. Cannot believe her decision there.
Now it's Rayami against Briggs. Briggs for the rise, Rayami for the smash. Rayami, winner.
Huge forehand there from Rayami, making sure to utilize the momentum from her body going forward.
Smash starting to extend the lead, and that one by Rayami into the net, and the point for the Rise and Briggs, and they needed it. You get the sense, Irina, that these teams trying to keep each other close. Anybody starts breaking out with a lead, it could be a problem for the opposition. Briggs and Rayami, a little more methodical with this duo. Although what a shot from Briggs, and her teammates love it.
Rayami doing a good job of just putting a racket on it, not giving Briggs the +2.
Feels like Briggs is sneaky powerful with some of those shots.
And she has such great racket control. Great ball striker, moves the ball around beautifully.
Rayami is the 28-year-old from Miami, Florida. Played at NC State in the ACC. Briggs can't get to it, and a point for the smash. Rayami had 31 points in that most recent victory last week against the Freeze for the smash. And now 7 points in the bolt, in the arc rather, for Rayami.
Oh, huge forehand there from Carly Briggs. Did a great job of just taking a couple of steps inside the baseline, took so much time away from Rayami. Where she was standing there, just complete conviction off that forehand.
Briggs is an all-SEC performer in her college days at Florida. 87 singles wins she racked up for the Gators. And you can see why from some of the shots she's played so far against Rayami. Running her across the baseline.
Rayami with a huge inside-out forehand there, getting inside the baseline and just doing a great job of redirecting. Using her body to go towards her target, gives her extra power.
Lucky number 13, Adriana Rayami now has 11 points in the arc. And an 11-point lead in the bolt. Second women's singles bolt.
big ask there from Rayami with that backhand down the line. That's what makes Carly Briggs so good, is that she can hit with a lot of shape, she can use the slice, but then the moment she wants to, she can add a little bit more pace to her shots.
She's got 10 points in the arc. Trying to cut it off. Oh! Briggs missed with the smash against the smash.
But I love the fact that she was still smiling after she missed that. She got the shot she wanted. It was a good miss.
The lead is 8 for the smash in Rayami. Briggs got to it. Defensive play.
Oh, wow, waiting for a call, but no call. Carly Briggs with a huge backhand cross. Rayami can't believe it.
Briggs got 2, and she's got 12 points.
This is not an easy shot to hit. She was off the court. Rayami, just like Delana Hewitt before, was waiting for a call. None to be had.
And now the lead in the both is 10. Rise took bolt 3. First of women's singles, 25-22. The tables have turned in Intense and bolt 4 towards the smash. And Adriana Rayami.
+2 there. That was an incredible job there from Rayami, just flattening out that forehand just a little bit. Got away from Carly Briggs, but Carly Briggs with the return forehand. Huge firepower there from her.
13 points for Briggs. Rayami with 16. Now she's got 17. Hewitt leads the smash with 33 points. 28 for Tengillig for the Rise. Rally time from Rayami and Briggs. Point to the Rise.
That's got to be the longest rally from these two ladies. Both of them breathing a little bit hard there, waiting until the very last second.
This is the last point of the bolt, and it belongs to the Rise. 87-79. The smash with the lead. What a performance by the women from the Rise and Smash.
That was an incredible job from Delana Hewitt and Carson Tengillig. They started things off very effectively. Delana Hewitt with her huge serve, and Carson Tengillig as well with her return aspects. Just some great tennis from both teams.
I don't feel like an underdog at all.
An underdog, ooh.
Maybe I would say dark horse.
Yeah, I've always considered myself one.
No, I'm not an underdog. I've been doing this for too long. I feel like a favorite for myself coming into this, and also just my teammates. If we do our jobs and we just compete and play for each other, we're the favorites here.
People think that because I'm smaller than everyone else, but no. When I step on the court, I try to be confident and think that I'm going to win. I like to go low-key about my business.
An underdog? Well, I mean, I would kind of say I would be like the Tom Brady of the league. You know, I got drafted 4th, and, you know, there's probably no big expectations of me, but when I'm out on court, I always give my best and willing to put on the show.
I haven't competed in over a year, so maybe nobody's really seen me play in a while, but I never consider myself an underdog. When I step on the court, I feel like I can compete against anyone.
I prefer not to be seen. You know, just being in the shadow, working my ass off, and then just going out there and showing what I practice for.
So I was the last pick in the draft. That means I'm Mr. Irrelevant.
but we're going to make Team Freeze relevant for this year's Intense season. We have the #1 pick in the draft on our team with Carousel. My boy, Raul, absolutely loving it. But as a team, since it is a team sport, I see us as one of the favorites. We have the best team name, we have the best team chemistry.
Let's go Freeze! Let's go Freeze!
So I don't feel like an underdog at all.
Work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
This is pro tennis built different. Intense. Tennis turned up.
$87.79 as we head towards bolt #5 in men's doubles between the Smash and the Rise. Their second meeting this year. Smash beat the Rise back in week 4, 173 to 157. We've got a special guest coming up right here. How about Mike Bryan? Look at this resume. #1 for 438 weeks and an Olympic gold in 2012. That was at the London Games. And tonight's guest, Mike Bryan, is brought to you by iHeartRadio. iHeart, the #1 app for live radio and podcasting. And joining us from our broadcast position, we are courtside with Mike Bryan. Mike, first of all, thank you so much for your time and being part of Intense tonight.
Great to be here. I'm having a blast. I'm sitting on the side with my team, rooting them on. Part owner of the Miami Smash, so it's great to see my team for the first time live here. And, yeah, I'm really enjoying the atmosphere.
So this is the first time you've seen the action. We just went through the bolts with the singles. We're headed for the men's doubles and bolt #5 in just a moment. Your impressions of what you've seen so far and the rapid-fire action of Intense tennis.
I love it. It's really exciting. I love that it just keeps going, and there's literally no time to rest in between points. Yeah, and we've already played how many points, and we've only been playing 4 bolts. So, yeah, it's cool. It's innovative. I think it's a brilliant idea. It's kind of a shot in the arm for tennis right here at the moment.
There's no rest for the announcers also,
no,
Irina?
Yeah, you guys are busy up here, too.
So obviously, Intense is a little bit different from what you're used to. There's a couple of rules. You've got the 1 serve. You got 14 seconds in between. What's been your favorite rule so far?
I mean, the 1 serve, I think, is a great rule. I mean, for men's doubles, especially, there's a lot of short points.
Right.
So I think that would really kind of help men's doubles having the point develop a little bit. You see more shots. But yeah, the tennis has been great. You know, I think both teams have played really well so far. Yeah, Delana got that. I think, how many points did she win in a row there? She won like
it was quite
almost
a few.
15 in a row.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of momentum shifts here.
So many.
But it's, yeah.
She's up to 33 points, by the way, as well as we play in bolt #5. Just to let you know who's out there, Locke and Bushamuka for the Smash, King and Terry for the Rise. Elena Hewitt on the sideline with her 33 points. What sort of strategy do you see develop in this kind of rapid pace with the doubles for the men as we start bolt 5?
Yeah, I mean, I know William Bushamuka really well. I actually hit with him sometimes down in Tampa. And I met Benjamin Locke, and he's a great guy. But they're big. They get all over the net, as you can see. He's all over there. I mean, I think our team might be the tallest team in the league. So, that's a technical foul. What happened there?
No.
So
we get the server up there.
Almost looked as though his hand.
Umpire Sebastian Nunez is on the platform.
On both sides, it wasn't showing the server.
See if we can pick it up.
Could have been over the net. He was really tight there.
That's what I was curious. It almost looked as though he touched it, but the screen was blocking.
But yeah, Bush has got, William Bushimuk has got one of the best kick serves. So that's coming in like almost like a first serve. So we're going to hopefully get some 3 points on that. And also, Vin's really aggressive too. So I think we should be favored here in the doubles. We wanted to try to get the lead going in the doubles because also our mixed doubles is really tough. William and Delana, I heard, are one of the top teams in the league. So yeah, and now we're coming in the doubles. Hopefully I can give him a couple tips on the sideline. That was a tough one to miss there. Didn't react that quick there on that return.
Do you like the substitutions?
I like that. So yeah, you got to stay ready on the sideline because you never know where you get put in. You got to stay warm.
Oof.
That's a 2-pointer there.
Yeah, especially in doubles, you're going to get so many +2, and it's so quick. You're trying to accumulate as many points as possible. But you talked about Bush and Hewitt being one of the best mixed doubles team. Kevin King and Carson Gillig have also done really well this season. What's the game plan against them?
I mean, that's what you want to do if you can get on top of their serve and hit a great return and then poach. I mean, that was how you draw up doubles right there through the middle. The middle solves the riddle,
yeah,
as you say. But yeah, that's one of our the Brian Bros plays was the return down and then having Bob. Yeah, so we might got a little lucky there. That was a leg court, but that was an up-line return. Got to keep him honest a little bit there.
Do you feel as though if you were coaching an intense team, how different would practice be compared to when you would just be practicing on the tour?
Yeah, you seem like you want to simulate this like really fast-paced, intense play. Like I wouldn't be doing just a lot of rallying down the middle and taking your time to warm up. I would get right into it. I heard one of the teams I was talking to, they simulate these bolts in practice.
Yep.
So I think that's what you got to do. You got to bring high energy. Everything's like a sprint.
Like King and Cooperstein right now for the Rise. So there's a timeout. Let's hear from the Smash and its coaching staff.
Yeah. It's okay. We were doing great. Remember, the first 5 minutes, they set the tone, right? And then after, we're kind of like on cruise control. Let's go. Let's just focus 1 point at a time. Let's go.
Lounges and suites are also available if you want to elevate your experience. Plus, new for this year.
What do you think about that strategy, Mike, from Coach Rachi?
I like it. I like Sophia. She's bringing a lot of intensity to this format. She's really die-hard, and we were watching film at lunch, so she's super into it. You got to do that as a coach, and you can see her right now clapping, and she plays all the roles: coach, cheerleader, film analyst. Yeah, it's cool.
So was she watching the World Cup though?
Oh yeah. They were super into the World Cup. I guess she was born in Argentina.
Yeah, yep.
And
that's right.
Yeah, so they were super happy.
Yep, born in Argentina, raised in Miami. As we play here in bolt number 5, it's men's doubles. Mike, you've had so many wonderful moments in the game of tennis. You're a Hall of Famer. All the Grand Slam events that you played in, the gold medal. What was the best thing for you about playing alongside your brother at such a high level?
Oh man, I mean, we loved what we did. We every time we walked out there, we loved playing together, and we really enjoyed doubles. And I think the fans could see how much we loved it, and we were jumping around, having fun. But yeah, we loved. I would probably say like playing on teams, like the Davis Cup team, is kind of our highlight. I think of our career, playing for the USA and getting the title in '07.
Yep.
With our teammates Andy Roddick and James Blake. That was a big put away by Bush. He's got all the power there. But yeah, that was probably the highlight. That's the most fun we've had. And I think playing on team is the most emotion. But yeah, look at Bush. He's all over the net. He's got so much power. And he's got a live arm. Maybe one of the best athletes here. So he's intimidating. He's a big presence up in net.
You mentioned the fact that playing for a team was just like an experience like no other. Is that what attracted you to Intense Tennis?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the fans can feel that, the camaraderie, the chemistry among the team. Celebrating with your team, there's just way more emotion and passion when you hit a winner and your teammates are yelling for you. So, yeah, that's why we love Davis Cup. Like Andy Roddick and James Blake and Marty Fish and these guys were like brothers. We had so many fun times in the trenches with them on the court, but also off the court.
Now Marty Fish is one of the best celebrity golfers in the world, for that matter. He just won the event.
I know. I saw the highlights. Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Multiple times now.
Yeah, it's so cool. So talented.
What do you think of the arena and the setting and the intensity and the emotion that pulses through?
I love it. I love that the fans are right on the court. There's not a bad seat in the house. I love the lights, the music. The music, I'm grooving on the sideline over there. Yeah.
Feels like you wish you had that in your career.
Yeah, I mean, the energy is really cool. I mean, we played World Team Tennis, which is not around anymore, and they tried to simulate, but this is like World Team Tennis times 20. You know, this is the coolest like tennis atmosphere I've seen. So I'm jet lagged. I just came over from Europe, but this was like a couple cups of coffee for me to be in this arena.
Now, you said your brother's watching from somewhere right now, right?
Yeah, okay. yeah. He's
watching the smash.
He's down in Miami. I'm sure he's tuned in. So what's going on, Bob? But yeah, we're excited to be a part of this intense league. I mean, I'm just really proud of it now that I'm here in person. I've got to see it in the flesh.
Mike, the Rise making a comeback here. It's just a 3-point arc.
I know, you can see the momentum. They're getting super fired up here. Let's see the replay. Yeah, Benjamin lost the ball because it came right from behind his back at net. So yeah, now we got a 1-point match here.
More from Coach Rachi on the smash sideline.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, and
Bushamuka.
We post our
Lock.
player and coach interviews, plus some exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Just search for Intense Tennis on all socials. You can also sign up for the
And across the way, Marcos Andruska for the Rise. It's also an Olympian from South Africa.
Let's go. Yep. We know Marcus really well. Bob played him in his first U.S. Open singles match.
Wow.
Down 2 sets to love, 1-5. I wish I could be out there right now with my team, though. I see that they're calling for me on the sidelines, and I wish I could, but maybe the next Bolt, I'll get out there.
There you go.
I have a few things to tell them.
So King and Terry trying to set up the strategy. It is a 1-point arc. 23-16 in the Bolt for the Rise. And they've got another one. 103 all, Mike.
This guy Terry's got a pretty nice serve. Like you can't really attack it. It has some nice pace. So he's winning some free points. We're missing our returns. We got to maybe go for some bigger targets here. Hopefully he'll give us a little free. Oh man. So yeah, he's got the hot hand.
So Matthew Terry is one of the best servers in all of Intense at 92%. Fifth in the league, hits that one into the net, but he made an impact while he was
Yeah, no. So they took him out for the returns, but I guess he's the server. That's what's cool about this Intense. You can just rotate in and out.
Cooperstein and King in the blue. That's a point smash.
That's a good free point there. So we got an even ball game here. Hopefully Bush can come up with a big serve.
And just 2 minutes to go in the Bolt. Bolt 4 belongs for the Rise.
A little bit of a miscommunication there. Benjamin let that go, unfortunately.
So if a fan is watching this, is this when you would just say, hey, make sure you hit it, don't let it go?
Yeah.
When in doubt?
When you have the chance, you hit anything that you can get your racket on and put away. Yeah.
Or even if you don't necessarily put away, just make a shot at it.
Yeah. It's a tough return.
Hawk couldn't get there. Cooperstein fist pump for the Rise.
Okay, they're bringing in the serve from Terry. Hopefully he cooled down on the sidelines.
We're about to see 30-19 in the Bolt after the smash took Bolt 4. 28-18.
Great finesse on that volley on that replay.
Almost looked as though he put a little bit of underspin to get it away from Bushimuka there.
Final minute of the
Great
Bolt.
return. Okay, that's good. That breaks the momentum a little bit there.
How nervous are you right now watching this?
I'm nervous, man. I want to be there. Like I was super excited on the sideline, and yeah, it makes me want to get back out there and help him. I feel like I'm not doing any service.
You're going right back there.
I'm going back after this,
worry.
but that was a great serve by Bush. And way to let that go. Hopefully he's got one more good serve in him here.
And you know this one is going to come right down to the wire. Bushimuka into the net.
He's got such a huge serve, but it also can be detrimental because
Yeah.
he can get a few faults. That one serve, it's
Super aggressive on it. That's a good body serve by. Yeah, body serve's always good in this format. You know, that was one of my keys to my second. I always went body, try to jam him up.
33-21 in the Bolt for the Rise. King on the serve.
Yeah, oh no.
Look out, Cooperstein slam dunk, puts it away in the second deck.
Well, that's the thing about this format. If you can barely get to the ball, it's better really not to get it, because if you put it up. So that's what I'm learning after watching this is like you want to maybe put that in the upper deck instead of giving it back to the guy to hit it already.
That's the end of the Bowl with the Rise ahead. Mike, we thank you so much for your time. We appreciate your involvement in Intense as well. And thanks again for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Right.
That's Mike Bryan. Thank you so much for stopping by, Mike. We'll come back as the arc continues.
At work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
Intense is pro tennis built different.
Volley winner tonight.
It's team-based. It's fast-paced.
Final 20 seconds. All tied up.
See every electric buzzer-beating moment.
And that's going to do it. Oh, my goodness.
All month long.
Let's go!
I love tennis, and this is the best tennis I've seen.
Intense. Tennis turned up.
Intense is brought to you by iHeartRadio, official partner of Intense. And the skyline of Atlanta, Georgia. What a setting for Intense. 114-108, the Rise with a monster comeback in Bolt number 5 in those men's doubles. Smash 3-2 on the season. The Rise 2 and 3. Top 2 teams in the standings in the East and West will advance the championship weekend. Irina, a top scorer so far tonight.
Yeah, it's been just an incredible job there from Benjamin Locke and Delana Hewitt, but was very impressed with the way that Kevin King and Cooperstein were able to just play some great doubles, especially the way they finished it off. Cooperstein with that big smash, got the ball to the stands, and that's just huge going into women's doubles.
So Gilligan Briggs in there for the Rise. First 2 points of the Bolt belonging to the smash. Hewitt to serve. Big D. Rayami along with Hewitt. That's the team for the smash. And they have another point. 3-0 in the Bolt.
It's a lot of seamlessness that you are starting to see as the end of the season as the season is close to the end, because these players have been practicing with each other for close to 2 months now. They're starting to realize the kind of plays. They're starting to read the game a little bit better. Rayami and Hewitt have done such a great job of really becoming a great doubles team.
How about a 14-point advantage in Bolt 5 for the Rise to take the lead? And now it's just 3. Early moments of Bolt number 6.
Huge there from Carly Briggs, getting it right to the feet of Rayami. I've just been so impressed at how close this arc has been. We've seen a few arcs throughout the season where it has been a matter of 1 point. And we might be seeing that tonight as well, Tom.
Yeah, the Smash know all about that in week 2, losing to the Sting 159 to 158. That's the team that the Rise beat last week in week 5. The Sting 174 to 142. Tangillig had 62 points in that winning effort. She's got 30 tonight. Notice the even distribution of points for the Rise. Tangillig, King, and Cooperstein. 30, 31, and 30 for those 3 players respectively.
You can definitely tell that they've been playing some great tennis and they've been relied on throughout the season. And we obviously know that Tangillig and King are going to be playing a lot of the mixed doubles as well. So lots riding in this women's doubles. Huge point here. That's great eye there from Tangillig. Both Briggs and Carson doing a great job of just coming walls at the net. When you have a player like Delana Hewitt that doesn't have a ton of shape of her shots, it's such a smart play to just kind of control the pace, keep going right at her, cause the error.
And the Rise storming back in this bolt. 8-5. And the lead now, 9 for the Rise. Took bolt 5, 35-21. Tangillig gets to it, too much on it.
Great hands there from Delana Hewitt.
.276 points, make it 277 on the season for Hewitt. She's got 37. She and Locke lead the Smash in points tonight.
Once again, not spending too much time in between points. Delana Hewitt just going about her business, finding that rhythm, sticking to the fundamentals that we saw work really well in women's singles as well.
Tangillig couldn't handle it on the serve from Hewitt.
Love that. Great reaction there from Rayami. And once again, just getting it to where it gets off the court. Didn't even allow for Carson to get her racket on it.
Hewitt able to get to it. Briggs hits it into the net. What a point for the Smash, and it's a 2-point arc.
Fantastic pickup there from Delana Hewitt, showcasing her ability to get quickly up to the net.
.39 points from Hewitt leads everybody tonight. Rise and Smash. Rise will also play on Saturday against the Altitude. Smash trying to move up those standings in the East and move to 4-2 if they can pull off the win. Hewitt misfires.
Right back at her. She just did a little bit of a shuffle to look as though she was going to poach, but just held her position.
Rayami right between them for the point.
Fantastic response there for a +2.
1-point lead for the Smash in the Bolt. By Briggs is out.
You can see that Rayami does not want to get into a backhand cross-court exchange, trying to utilize that forehand. Once again, not a lot separating these two teams right now, 15-14 in this women's doubles bolt.
So glad that you're with us tonight on Intense. Tom Wormy along with Irina, Falcone, Hartman, stand out at Georgia Tech and in the professional ranks. In all of those Grand Slam events, an incredible experience. We're seeing high-level tennis right here from the women in bolt 6 in the doubles. Briggs to serve for the Rise.
Oh.
That was a rocket from Rayami.
It looked as though it was going to be a +2, but it actually hit Carson Tangulig. She did touch it, and so it was just a +1. Sebastian Nunez, our umpire from the night, was all on top of that.
Briggs got to it.
Going up. No.
Tangulig. Briggs. Hewitt, quick reaction.
Oh, wow. Great hands there from Delana Hewitt all over the court. Doing a great job of just covering the middle and then just making sure to not really hit too hard. To just withstand the pace.
Briggs with the shot, and that's worth 2 for the Rise.
Nobody home there for Delana Hewitt. It's not an easy person to be able to pass against. She's got great wingspan there.
Too strong off the racket of Briggs. We are going back and forth in this bolt. 19-17. Lead for the smash. They're in the black, Rise in the blue. Untimely error from Hewitt. Even with that miscue, 43 points to lead all scorers. C-Money at the net. That's Tangulig. Now tied at 19 in the bolt. 6-point difference in the arc.
A little bit of a rush serve there for Carly Briggs. Haven't been any substitutions yet. We started off with these same teams here in this bolt.
Tangulig puts it away, and a fist pump, and gets a Rise out of the bench.
I love the fact that Delana Hewitt was wanting to go off that post, but she didn't then follow through. She just got there. You have to make sure that you follow and use your body towards the target. That's another +2 for the Rise. Starting to see that momentum once again shift for the Rise team here.
A laser from Tangulig, another point for the Rise. And now the lead is 10, 45 seconds to go in the bolt, and the Rise leading by 4 in this bolt. Tangulig has changed the momentum for the Rise. The national champion at North Carolina, the first in school history. In 2023, she was a part of the team and a huge part of it. And that went into the net from Tangulig.
Yeah, she actually was this deciding match and clinched the NCAA championships for UNC that year.
And that was against NC State out of their own conference.
That's right.
Tangulig. And Briggs, a formidable team as the bolt runs out. They win the bolt 26-21. The lead as we head to the 7th and final bolt. 140 for the Rise, 129 for the Smash.
At work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
We're here to give a little pep talk to our new generation to let them know what is tennis about, not only tennis, but also life.
Locking in means to me being in the flow state, having the mentality that I want to win this. Tennis is a very mental game. It's about positive self-talk.
Talk to yourself the way you talk to your doubles partner.
All the negativity that people may tell you, let that be a motivation for you.
There's no limitation for you guys. You can achieve everything you want.
just keep believing in yourself.
What a fantastic arc tonight as we head towards Bolt 7. 140 for the Rise, 129 for the Smash, 26-21 in the most recent Bolt. Won by the Rise women's doubles. How about the Rise men's doubles? Cooperstein and King, and also the serving from Matthew Terry.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable performance, especially from Kevin King, just being an absolute firewall at the net. Cooperstein with the cute little shots here and there, and then smashing it into the crowd. But then on the other side of things, Delana Hewitt was just incredible. She was returning exceptionally well, hitting some great shots from the inside of the court. She was baiting for Carson to choose her spot, and then she was also picking her spots with her serve.
Hewitt and Rayami, a formidable team in women's doubles. Freeze, Sting, 4-2 in the East, 4-2 in the West for the Inferno, and we're ready for Bolt 7. It's mixed doubles.
Mike Bryan was here just a couple of minutes ago, and the men's doubles, well, he was saying how Delana Hewitt and William Bushamuka have been an incredible and formidable mixed doubles team, already getting a +2 there, but they're also facing Kevin King and Carson Tengilik, who have been playing just some really great tennis. +2 again for the Smash. And just like that, 6 points.
Hard to return that one from the second deck in the arena.
That's 7 points there to start things off in this last bolt. And now it's just 4 points separating these two teams, Tom.
Bushamuka serving. Down the line. And that's a point for the Rise. Team of Tengilig is teamed up with Kevin King. Five-point difference. Bushamuka with a blowtorch from the baseline. That's a smash point.
That's what happens when you're playing mixed doubles. The women's serve comes a little bit slower, and so the men have a lot more time to choose your spot.
Off the net and out. That serve from Hewitt's coming at you pretty quickly.
Agreed. It gives Bushamuka full opportunity at the net as well.
The one thing for Hewitt, just 74% on serve so far this season. Although she's been a standout tonight with 48 points, nobody has more. Tengilig, what an angle, and that's worth 2, Irina.
That's not an easy shot to hit, but it's just the fact that she was so close to the net. She cut that off beautifully. Look how well she's able to position herself and gets enough side spin off it to get off the court.
Impossible to get to that one from Tengilig. And King to serve for the Rise. They share strategy. They own the lead right now by 7. It's a lot closer arc than these two teams had last week. Smash in week 5, big win against the Freeze. The Rise in week 5, big win against the Sting by 32. A lot tighter tonight. And Gillig, nasty at the net.
Oh, wow. Great pickup there from Kevin King. Bushamuka trying to be Spider-Man there, getting to all areas of the court, but just not enough. I remember playing mixed doubles sometimes, even if I had the shot available, the male player I was playing with was trying to be all over the net. It's like, hey, don't hog the ball. I got it.
Bushamuka serving, played in Davis Cup for the Democratic Republic of the Congo. 11 wins in Davis Cup, the most for the Congo. And then we've got a timeout on the court. Let's listen in to Coach Andruska and the Rise.
Nothing better other than I'm just trying to slow him down one way or another, right? Before he gets him. I like the idea of when we serve into Bushamuka, serve forehand a little bit. Okay, he's waiting for the backhand side a little bit over there, so we've kind of
doing well, going regular backhand, and
yep,
don't want to put them slap forehand.
Okay. Pick and choose. You're fine over there.
Yeah, well, then I can get ready for the
Okay, good. Okay. All right, good. Okay. I'm okay with that. All right, let's go from the start. Let's go. Did you want me to hold that?
So coming up tomorrow, the arcs continue. We've got one arc for you, the Rips and the Ridge. Eliona Bolsova, 257 points. She's 7th in the league. She leads the MVP race. Youssef Rayan for the Ridge as well, and that'll be coming up tomorrow. Rips and Ridge. And they played one another in week 4. That was a win for the Ridge against the Rips. 164 to 163. Right down to the final point. And they'll do it again in round 2 between the Rips and Ridge, and then we'll have it for you in tomorrow's arc. This arc yet to be decided, Irina. What is going to be the difference here in mixed doubles?
I think the biggest thing is almost to slow things down. That's exactly what Coach Andruska said to Kevin King and Carson Tangili. He said, I love everything you're doing. I'm just trying to slow things down because the momentum, once you start finding your rhythm, all of a sudden it can just, a couple of points can accumulate. Bushamuka and Delana Hewitt started off 7 points in a row. So that's a lot of momentum. So you have to stop that train from keep going to the next stop.
Shot from Bushamuka's long.
That was huge from Tangili. Haven't seen too many shots going down the line. All players doing a great job of just holding their position really well.
Approaching the midway point of the deciding bolt, and King couldn't handle it off the racket of Bushamuka.
And it's just so important for the women to take care of their serves here. You want to give that opportunity for Bushamuka and King to really take advantage of the net.
Point for the smash. It's a 5-point arc. 59 in the bolt for the smash. And Gillig put some power into that one. Not enough. Another serve coming up for Delaney Hewitt. 6'2" from Cleveland, Ohio.
Little I formation here. Oh, had the shot. Got the shot he wanted. Just looked as though he actually took his eye off the ball for a split second.
Quick reactions, Bushamuka.
Oh.
So that is going to be a point for the smash, according to umpire Sebastian Nunez.
Just the 1 point, I believe. It wasn't an actual smash from the smash, so that was just the 1 point.
King can't return it. Bushamuka looking over at his bench area. Mike Bryan, his Pulse partner, who was kind enough to join us earlier in the arc.
He's talking about how nervous he was just watching. And you can see how fired up he's getting.
The overhand fist bump from Mike Bryan. To the Bushamuka serve.
That was a huge serve, but then look at Mike Bryan's reaction from the sideline, if you can. Just throws a huge fist pump over to Bushamuka.
Irina, 150 all in the arc. 320 and rolling.
Unreal. Unreal environment, atmosphere. The energy's intense. You can cut the tension with a knife, John.
What a comeback by the smash. And the Rise wants timeout with 3:08 to go in bolt 7 of 7.
Good. Keep it up. Hey. What's that? What?
I go over there.
I'm not good. Good. Who's serving? Kev, are you serving or Carly serving? Yeah, who's serving next? Okay. Yeah, keep going.
A peek at the standings. The top two make championship weekend coming up at the end of the month. Freeze and Sting 4-2. Inferno 4-2. Rise and Smash trying to join the party in the East Arena.
Now this has got playoff talk. I mean, that's what everyone's trying to aim for. We're getting at the end of the season. This is where you really want to play some of your best tennis.
9 of the 10 teams in Intense still with a shot to make those semifinals. Top two teams in each division, East and West. Tengillig to serve, 151 all. Aggressive play from King, it doesn't pay off. Hewitt serving. Tengillig just wide, 153, 151 Smash.
Smash now with the lead. The Rise started off this bolt with the lead, and now it's them down by 2 here.
Tide can turn so quickly and intense. Tengillig couldn't get there. Off the racket. Point number 56 for Hewitt.
You can see Smash Pool's partner, Mike Bryan, just getting so fired up from the sidelines.
Tengillig with a floater that leaves the court.
They're just doing such a great job of applying pressure to Carson Tengillig and Kevin King. Just continuing to press the issue. Bushimuka just being so active at the net. Any kind of doubt when you are hitting against Elena Hewitt and Bushimuka, especially in mixed doubles. When they're at the net and you have any kind of doubt, that's when it's trouble. You have to make sure that you have full confidence and choose your spots wisely.
1:15 to go. The lead is 2 for the Smash. King on the serve. Tengillig. And now King. Too much for Bushimuka. Smash with a timeout. 1:02 on the clock. Arena 155, 154 as we listen in.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Run. Return in. Okay? In. All right, let's go.
The bold team wins here. We're going to go for it right here. Let's go. They can put it on our strings. You guys hit big. They can't handle the heat. They can't handle the heat.
Let's go. Come on, guys.
Last return was great, man. You missed it by a couple inches.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Mike Bryan, the assistant coach, in there with head coach Sofia Rachi. Bolt by bolt for the arc. Look at bolt 5 for the Rise, 35-21.
Both Mike and Sophia just getting so into it. There's got to be a sense of wanting to make sure that you play some good doubles in front of Mike Bryan. Don't you think, Tom?
Absolutely. Smash up by 12 in the bolt. King on the serve. That's a point for the Smash on the serve by King.
You can hear the crowd starting to get a little bit more involved. The Rise team trying to cause the error, and they do. Another fault here. Only 40 seconds left, Tom.
Final seconds for the Smash and the Rise. Smash won the first meeting a couple weeks ago. That's long from Bushimuka. 156 all and 20 seconds remaining. Tengillig on the serve for the Rise.
Love that she took her time here.
King at the net. He puts it away. 10 seconds to go. He got 2 for that. 158, 156.
Another timeout.
Look at the clock, Irina. 2 seconds to go and a 2-point lead for the Rise, thanks to Kevin King.
The confidence you have to have in Carson to be able to poach off that serve. You can see how much it means, and the conviction and commitment to go for that. Huge from Kevin King.
Irina, this is it. King, Tengillig, Ushamuka, Hewitt. They've adjusted the clock to 4 seconds. After the play by King at the net, 158, 156, Tengillig to serve.
If Tengillig gets his serve over, Delana Hewitt has to hit a return win to tie it up.
Exactly what you wanted her to do, Irina, on the last moment of the arc.
That is incredibly gutsy tennis there from Delana Hewitt. She sees Kevin King actually fake, and she still goes right down the line past him. This is it, right here.
Whoever collects the first point wins it. Tied at 158. Hewitt on the serve. King into the net. And the arc belongs to the smash in dramatic fashion.
An incredibly surreal moment for first-time partner Mike Bryan to be alongside to get a win like that. Heartbreaking for Kevin King and Carson Tengillig. Full credit to Delana Hewitt to come up with a huge serve given the gravity of the situation. Look how much it means to this team.
Benjamin Locke, who played such a huge role in this intense arc tonight. Sportsmanship at the net between the Rise and the Smash. Tonight's prize money is powered by Payment Labs. With tonight's win, $9,000 has been awarded to the Smash. So the Smash, for the second time in 3 weeks, defeating the Rise. This a lot closer than the first time around. 159, 158, and they're still celebrating. All right, let's take a look at tonight's lock-in plays presented by Solaris. And fittingly enough, it's Ben Locke. Remember, he had to step in for Elmar Ejipovic, who was unavailable tonight, and Locke made it happen for the Smash.
He sure did. To be able to come out, and after an injury, you know, you're not feeling exceptionally confident, but the way that Locke was able to lock in, he played some great tennis and was able to show just a little bit of what's gotten them the win tonight.
What a night for Locke and his teammates, especially Delana Hewitt. And she is standing by with our court reporter, Jasmine McCoy.
You know, Delana, we were just talking about every time I come in here, it is pure dominance. Can you please walk me through that final play and what was going through your mind?
Honestly, can you please come to every match? Like, if this is what's going on, I need you here next week. The last play, honestly, when we were down by 2, Mike looks at me and he goes, I need you to hit a winner. And I was like, I got you. I was ready and I knew where I wanted to hit it and I just went for it.
One thing Ben told me was that you were doing this for Elmar. What does it mean to come through for him?
I did not hear anything you just said.
I said, what does it mean to come? I know they're so loud out there. This is amazing. What does it mean to come through for Elmar? We talked about his presence and with Ben, him not being here, but you guys came through for him in such a critical moment. What was that like?
We missed Elmar here today, but I was glad we were able to get it done for him. He's at home with his family. He's getting his green card done. Congratulations. But yeah, I'm really proud of us. We all stuck in there and hung in there. Played great.
And you guys, 4-0, the league's longest win streak. What does that say about this team with such a great turnaround?
I think we just had a little bit of a slow start. We weren't really that far off in the beginning, but we were able to just keep it up.
Your team is waiting.
Sorry, they're so loud.
No, you're fine. Hey, they do, and they want you over there. So I'm going to let you go celebrate with your team. Congratulations, guys. I'm going to toss it back to you.
Jasmine, thank you so much. What a celebration for the smash. It went right down to the final points, really, because it was a 2 on the passing shot by Delanna Hewitt. That's what needed to happen. There was only one thing that was going to send us to the extra and deciding point, and it happened tonight in Intense, Irina.
And I think that the fact that Mike Bryan looked at her and said, this is what I need you to do. She had such a clear idea of what she needed to accomplish. And I just love the conviction. And I love the fact that they were doing it for Elmar. And you could just tell that she just loves being part of the team. And she just had no hesitation, was able to come through. And I was just so impressed with the way that she played such great tennis.
Yeah, it looked like the Rise were on their way to victory. The smash said, no, sir. For Irina Falcone and Jasmine McCoy and our entire crew, I'm Tom Worming. We thank you for watching. The playoff push continues tomorrow, 7 Eastern, Rips and Ridge, and we'll see you then on Intense.
Pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey, ain't no errors, baby. It's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the
different rounds, and the different rounds have different salaries associated with them. It can be tough.
What they've done so far in their tennis career is what has kind of earned them that draft pick.
There's expectations. There's a contract. You're a professional. So just like with any contract you sign, I have expectations of you.
Like Nadal says, the only point that matters is the next point. You have no time for BS. Just go to the next point. If you won the point, you forget and get ready for the next. If you lose the point, you forget and get to the next.
My mindset's going to be the entire time, we're winning the championship. I'm not going to be preaching that all the time to the players because I don't want to create this pressure cook environment. But for me, every day that I step on the court, I'm looking at the championship team.
The 2025 Intense champions, Team Atlanta.
We all want to win, right? This is the goal. So we all have to work towards that goal. You know, that's how I operate. I'm very like, you gotta want to be here, and if you don't.
If you get picked in that first round, you're looking at a $40,000 salary. In that second round, you're going to earn a base of $34,000. Third round, $28,000. In the fourth round, you'll earn $14,000. But you also have to think about the $30,000 that you can get at the end of the season just from prize winnings.
The purpose of the CEO is to develop the staff. So if you're a highly paid player, part of that role is going to be helping to develop younger players or players who need a little bit more out of their game.
We're here at Druid Hills for a family fun night.
Focusing on the small details, that's what helps me lock in and block out all the noise.
Tennis is a sport where you're very individualized, and I think Intense brings us back to competing as a team.
I think the biggest thing is try to have fun, focus on things that you can get better at each day.
You gotta put yourself in a state of mind to where you're locked in, but it's somewhat flowing out of you.
Work on improving your game. Wins and losses shouldn't really be a big factor. As long as you can do that, I think you're on a really good path.
Work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
Yeah.